Okay, now we're gonna get the morning routine for Owen. This is the only thing you have to do where he's not actually with you. So, to get his food ready here in the cabinet, we already made the Liquid Hope last night, but here under here, we're gonna get 2 Kate Farms. And then down here, we're gonna get one of the feeding bags. And the first thing we have to do is make our syringes to feed him when we first go in to get him up. So we get the Liquid Hope in the container, and we made it last night, so if you didn't see that, you can check that out. Shake it up real well. And I like to use a glass to put the syringes in to bring into his bedroom. Some people use this little tray. I just like to use a glass, whatever you like. And then we do 2 syringes, 2 purple syringes full of Liquid Hope. And we do one of these orange syringes full of his medication called Evrysdi. And the Evrysdi is located here in the fridge, top shelf. These little bottles, or if the little bottle isn't here, then they're in these boxes. Evrysdi. And this has to be refrigerated, so we have to make sure we don't leave it out on the counter. And then there's a little attachment here on top. And then there's a little attachment here on top of the bottle. And you just set the orange syringe in there and turn it upside down. And then he gets 6.6 milliliters. Oh, this one, let me do that again. Fit it on the top. And then he gets 6.6 milliliters. And I set that in there. Put the Evrysdi back in the fridge. And I usually make this pretty early in the morning before I go get him up. And so I'll just put the whole thing in the fridge. But then when I give it to him, usually the Liquid Hope and the water have kind of settled and separated. And so I shake those up before I give that to him. Otherwise it can be a little difficult to get through his feeding tube. All right, and now we do the feeding bag, which will attach to his feeding pump. So it's just a little bag here. Hold on, I have to wash this real quick. It's kind of gunky. All right, and I get this large 1-quart beaker, and you have to shake the Kate Farms pretty well. And I fill the beaker up with 1 quart of water, give or take. Doesn't have to be exact. Open these on up and kind of separate the bag. I always pour over the sink because, well, prevent spills. And dump 2 of the Kate Farms in here. And then I fill a little bit of water in each of these Kate Farm containers just to get any last little bits of the food in there. And then I fill the rest up, even though it says that the limit here is 1,200 milliliters. We just fill the rest up with water all the way up to not to the rim, but pretty high up. You can see that the whole bag is filled with water and Kate Farms. And then attaching this, you have to turn it on, but you have to make sure that it's really attached well, because sometimes you have to push one side of it down to get it attached right. And then until I go in and set this up, I just set it right here at the edge of the sink, so that if there's any leaking, then it will just leak into the sink a little bit. But hopefully there won't be any leaking. There's not supposed to be any leaking. And then the Kate Farms aseptic containers, you can loosely put the lids on and put them over here in the blue recycle bin. And then the black recycle bin, you can put the plastic bag, because we take all the plastic bags and recycle those. So that's your morning before Owen gets up. Good morning. Okay, we're gonna do the food while Owen's still waking up a little bit. We just find the gastrointestinal port here, and I have the extension tube. Want to make sure that the clamp is closed. Otherwise, if we put that on, then there can be some juices that come out. So we just open the little rubber tab here, line up here at the top. There's a line, and line that up with the line here on the extension tube. Just kind of gently press it in, and then turn it one full turn, 360 degrees, and that locks it. And then we get our Evrysdi that we put together earlier. I unlock the clamp here, and I just do that by pushing this little tab up. Put the Evrysdi in, close the clamp, get some of the Liquid Hope, and I shake it up because it's been sitting for a while, just to reincorporate the water with the Liquid Hope. Open the clamp after I've put the syringe on. Press that through, close the clamp. Sometimes I move the clamp a little bit because this tube can get pinched. You might be able to see that, so I'll just press on that tube to get it to unpinch. But then before I take the syringe off, close the clamp, get the second syringe of Liquid Hope, shake it up a little bit, open the clamp, press the Liquid Hope through, close the clamp, take the syringe off, and then I'm gonna disassemble the extension tube from the gastrointestinal port there. I turn it counterclockwise and just gently pull it out and rubber tab back on, and that's that.